good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Madras International Circuit. We're at the start grid of another exciting start order for the round 3 of the MRF MMSE FMSEI Indian National Car Racing Championship 2024, powered by Indian Oil Storm X. It's time to unleash the wild beast. And joining me on the start grid is a very, very special person. We have Mr. Manoj, who's the honorary treasury at the Madras Motorsports Club, joining us on the start grid. So Manoj, I think a lot of the racing fans watching the action today would love to understand more about the National Championship and how it's been going in this, it's the mid of the season, right? How the championship has been so far and what's new coming in for 2024.
Wow, we are at the end of the season, so there's nothing new coming in for 2024. But believe me, the championship is still open. These guys are doing an excellent job, and it's been very, very, very close. You see the Polo cars. The first 11 cars are Polo, and they've qualified that way. The Ethios come thereafter. But the fight among these guys, there are 3 sets of bunches of Polo fighting with each other, and similarly in the Ethios, very, very close fight is going on. So the championship is open even now.
That's fantastic. I think in the MRF saloon specifically, the women drivers are really doing well. And I think that's a testament to all the trying efforts from Madras Motorsports Club and FMSEI to really push women back into the motorsports, right? It's not just a men-only sport anymore.
We always encourage women. You come and see our ladies bike racing also. We have a lot of riders, bike riders. Of course, here there are only few ladies have come up. But you'll be surprised. Maybe next year you'll see some of them in bigger cars, ITC or IJTC. It will happen. It's going to happen.
And I think that's a promising note. Thank you, Mr. Manoj, for joining us on the grid. That was Mr. Manoj from the Madras Motorsports Club joining us at the start grid. We're ready for racing. It's the combined grid, the qualifying start order in race 3 for the Polo Cup as well as the MRF saloons. And like earlier, 21 cars. We have 11 rows occupied today, ready to go racing. Aditya Patnaik starts from pole. It's back on that qualifying start. Romir Arya in P2, and it's Survey Ojas in P3. Stay tuned to catch all the live racing action right here, right now.
I'm Aditya Patnaik. I am 19 years old. I come from a karting background, karting and sim racing to be precise. I am the 2023, aka last year's Rotax Max National Champion, and I am the 2022 Rotax Max Vice Champion, which was indeed my debut in proper motorsport. So I've not been around in motorsport for long, but so far that I've done, it's been going well, and I hope to keep up the momentum. This is my second time at the MIC track. Love it to bits. It's a fantastic track to drive. I've only driven at one other track in Coimbatore. Relative to that, I prefer this.
fans. We're ready for another action-packed race. Ready to unfold here at the Madras International Circuit. I mean, going on that start grid is always so exhilarating. It was a great honor to have Mr. Manoj Dalal join us at the start grid, sharing his thoughts. He's been the race director for the Indian National Championship since 1996. So for the better part of 25 plus years, he's been here in the Indian Nationals Championships, seeing it and being a part of it as it grows, being one of the backbone members here at the Madras Motorsports Club. He's also the honorary treasurer. And his role here is pivotal in growing the sport. Definitely was great having him at the start grid and share a piece of his thoughts with us before another epic race start. Right now we have the combined grid and it's as per the qualifying order, the Polo Cup and the MRF Saloons. In pole, we have Aditya Patnaik on car number 2. In P2, Romir Arya. In P3, Survey Ojas. In P4 is Avik Anwar. In P5, Chavan Dhruv. In P6 is Savya Munjal. In P7, Neville Tata. In P8, Rahul Deshpande. In P9, Sirish Chandra. In P10, Chetan Korada. And P11 is Ishayat Osai. That's the 11-car grid for the Polo Cup in the MRF Saloons. Kesara MRF Saloon car race. Kesara Gurage starts from pole in P12. In P13 is Diana Pundol. One of the women drivers in the MRF Saloons. In P14 is Aniruddha Arvind, another championship contender there. In P15 is Adisha Kasun Kitwit. In P16 is Tarshi Vikram. In P17 is Muskan Jubal, two of the other women in this grid. In P18 is Kalim Iqbal. In P19, Tarun Anand. In P20 is B. Navin Raj. In P21, Vincent Yalangi. So overall, we've got 21 cars in the grid, 10 in the MRF Saloons, racing on the Toyota Etios. All from Red Line Racing India, who are managing the championship and who have been managing this brilliant championship. And of course, the Polo Cup is back in full swing for 2024. We're at round 3. It's the halfway mark as we go into the second half of the championship. Now the cars have lined up on the start grid. 5-second board shown. We are ready to go racing. Welcome back, everybody. It's race 3 in the combined grid. And the cars have fired up here at the start grid of the Madras International Circuit. And the sea of 21 cars in the mix order. Flying into turn 1 here. Massive pack. The entire pack goes here. Ooh, one of the Polo Cup cars really spun off. Went over the edge. That's car number 8. Went off the track. It was Romir Arya. One of the championship contenders here. Looks like he missed his braking marker and just went flying into the grass there. Somehow, a very, very good recovery for Romir Arya. He managed to bring the car back onto the tarmac in one piece. Not an easy task that is. This is race 9 of the weekend. Third race for the MRF Saloons and the Polo Cup. Last race for the MRF Saloons. Of course, the Polo Cup has one more race left today. And number 2 clearly emerging as the race leader. Aditya Patnaik doing a great job from pole. Looks like a race repeat from yesterday, and Avik Anwar makes the most out of that start and gets P2 sealed and secured ahead of Survey Ojas and Romeraria. Of course, Romeraria went off the track and is right now competing with the traffic there. In the MRF Saloons, the battle is on. The top 5 cars yet again are crowding in together for another action-packed race here. Aniruddha Arvind doing a great job there. He didn't have a great race 1, but race 2 and race 3, he's clearly trying to set himself up in the right position. You got the likes of Kesara Godage, Diana Pundol, Aniruddha Arvind, Adisha Kasun Kitwit, all fighting for position here. Fighting for a chance at that 2024 crown. The MRF Saloon crown. Aniruddha Arvind currently in P2 and is trailing behind just by that little bit. He's known to be a very fierce driver, very, very competitive driver in this format. Number 23, Kesara Godage in the charge here. The man who started from pole, from the front of the pack, is doing a great job there. But he's slowly getting reeled in by Aniruddha Arvind. And so is Diana Pundol there. Looks like Aniruddha Arvind made a good break in that first couple of laps and has managed to get ahead of Diana Pundol, who's currently in P3, our championship leader, severely under pressure for this championship battle now. In P4 is Adisha Kasun Kitwit, and P5 we have Tarushi Vikram there, who's going to be coming under pressure from the likes of Muskan Jubal and Kalim Iqbal. This was an 8-lap race to the checkered flag. It looks like number 12 has been given a drive-through penalty. We did see during that start, number 12 maybe was a little eager. Looks like it was a jump start for number 12. Anwar Avik has been given a drive-through penalty now. Oh, he's into the pits. That's going to be a tough pill to swallow for Anwar Avik. Aditya Patnaik still in the lead. It's number 11. Chavan Dhruv is in P2 now. That's a good amount of movement for Chavan Dhruv from P5 to P2, now in podium contention. And here we are in the MRF Saloons. Looks like Kesara Godage is really stepping up the pace. The Sri Lankan driver has had a fantastic weekend. He's had a double win this weekend. Can he make it a third one? That was Tarashi Vikram coming under pressure. From one of our competitive drivers there. Aniruddha Arvind trying everything, trying every trick in the book now to close in on that gap, but somewhere around the line, Kesara is slightly quicker than Aniruddha Arvind. Diana Punnol just looking ahead, seeing those two cars. She's trying to play a very, very smart championship play here. Somehow she's not been able to close that gap just yet. This championship is still wide open, and looks like Kesara Godage making a strong case for 2024. Aniruddha Arvind now trying a slingshot. He's trying the best he can to break that defense. But Kesara clearly showing that he's got that defensive approach spot on. Here's the battle for P1 between number 23 and number 18. Aniruddha Arvind doing everything he can. Diana still a little bit lacking on that pace. She's not been able to still close that room just yet. Kalim Iqbal now right behind Tarashi Vikram, trying to make a move. They're on that main straight, trying everything they can to get ahead. Back in the Polo Cup, Aditya Patnaik still doing a fantastic job in the front. Car number 2 leading the charge from pole. And he's really loving the spot. He kept nice tight racing lines, kept the pace well in control, and he's clearly doing a fantastic job in the front. He's got one hand on that P1 finish. In P2 is P11. Chavandru was having a fantastic drive himself. This could be a podium finish for Chavan. It's definitely the chance he's been waiting for. The cars have kind of spread out now in the back here in the Polo Cup. Number 2 leading the charge, number 11 in P2, Chavandru. And Survey Ojas in P3. Now was Sirish Chandran on car number 3 there in the top 10. Out in the MRF saloons, not much movement in the order this time around. Looks like that pace has been settled between Kesara and Aniruddha Arvind here. So is Diana. My only possibility here is that they could be waiting for the final couple of laps, for the final lap probably, to see if they can make a move. Because both these championships are a one-make championship. The cars are the same. So there's only this much of advantage you can get from the car itself. The rest is on how good your racecraft is, how good your racing skill is. Kesara still proving to be a lot tougher than what the competition thought. He's at 2 first place wins. Can he make it a triple? We're in the penultimate lap, folks. And the fight is on in the Polo Cup. Aditya Patnaik seems to have sealed that P1 position very, very comfortably. He's got a good lead ahead of number 11 and number 1. Chavan Dhruv in P2 and Survey Ojas in P3. And in the MRF Saloons, number 23, Kesra Godage still in charge of this race, still leading the fight. Aniruddha Arvind in P2, Diana Pundol just looking ahead at her competition. It is going to be a patient wait game for her. She will have to bring the fright to both Aniruddha and Kesra at this point. It's going to be a challenge, but I think it's going to be a fantastic battle to the finish. Car number 2, Aditya Patnaik, in complete control of this race. The pole man setting a very, very comfortable pace early on and has stuck to it ever since. No change in the order there, no change in the order so far. Cars have stuck to their positions in the last couple of laps. Aditya in the lead. Number 11 in P2, that's Chavan Dhruv and Survey Ojas in P3. We're in the final lap, ladies and gentlemen. And it's this man, this young superstar, Aditya Patnaik, that's proving to be the man to beat in the Polo Cup. He'll steer clear as the championship leader as we go into round 4. The Polo cars seriously fast through the Madras International Circuit, setting up some brilliant race pace here, led by this young man Aditya Patnaik from Mumbai. Travel a long way, and I think he's going to be going back a happy man. He's got one more race left for the weekend. Well, this is a second win for Aditya Patnaik in one weekend. The final corner through turn 12, Aditya Patnaik emerges to take another win. It's a double victory for Aditya Patnaik. Chavan Dhruv takes a P2 and it's Survey Ojas in P3, taking valuable points to their championship tally. What's going to be happening in the Toyota Etios, the MRF Saloons? Kesra Godage still clearly the man to beat here, and Aniruddha Arvind now trying to chase down Kesra Godage. And we have Diana Pundol still in P3. That gap hasn't closed just yet, and it's the same problem with Aniruddha Arvind here. That gap still remains. And I think this race is ending on a fantastic note for Kesra Godage. This will be the third consecutive win this weekend for Kesra. What a job well done. That's the third race and the end for round 3 on the MRF Saloons. It's Kesra Godage from Sri Lanka that takes the win. Aniruddha Arvind making a redemption drive finally work for him. It's a P2 for Aniruddha Arvind, and looks like our championship leader Diana Pundol has to settle for a P3, but still some incredible and valuable points for her in the championship battle. What a fantastic weekend in the MRF Saloon racing. Brilliant, brilliant action so far. Stay tuned, folks. We're going to be catching up with the winners of both the grids right here at the park for me. It's Aditya Patnaik, Chavan Dhruv and Survey Ojas in the Polo Cup. And Kesra Godage, Aniruddha Arvind and Diana Pundol in the MRF Saloons. So don't go anywhere. We're going to be right back with the live interviews from our star drivers who've taken the top 1, 2 and 3. And if you just tuned in, welcome back to round 3 of the MRF MMSE FMSEI Indian National Car Racing Championship 2024, powered by Indian Oil Storm X. It's time to unleash the wild beast here. It's a special made in India racing fuel for champions. And of course, remember, the tires we race on are the tires you buy. And if you've seen the racing action so far that we've seen on these MRF tires, it's safe to say that you're on safe hands. We're going to be having a short break for a lunch recess and be back with the afternoon set of races. The final races for round 3 of the championship. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Hello, my check. 1, 2, 3. Hello, my check.
So the winner of the Polo Cup Race 3, Aditya Patnaik, uh, 2 P1 finishes in 3 races, and you're back where you want to be.
Yeah, I mean, should have never left this place. But yeah, good race. Others have caught up a little bit compared to race 1. Like the gap wasn't as big, but still quite a comfortable race. Like I was getting bored a little bit, honestly. So let's see how the next race goes. I'm glad I've secured 2 wins now at least. Like even if somebody else wins the next race, I'll still be leading the championship. So a little bit of pressure is off for this round at least. But I'm not gonna let that hinder any performance in the next race.
4 races over the weekend in total. Do you enjoy that, having more races to race?
Enjoyment is an interesting word for it. Surely, I mean, racing is fun always, but the waiting part of it, because the long gap between the races, the waiting, sitting on the grid, I don't like that, to be honest. Yeah, I'd rather just get it over quickly. Or do all 4 races at one time.
Now you have a long wait till the last race of the day.
Yeah, long wait. Yeah.
Farewell.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah.
So Dhruv back again on the podium, but SP2 this time. How did you enjoy the race?
Oh, I enjoyed it very, very much. I had a good start, and then Avik and Romir got into a battle, which helped me. Oh, Avik, Romir, and Ojas got into a battle, which helped me to go into second in the second corner itself. So after that, it was just on chill mode. I was just cruising along with Aditya, trying to match his pace. But for now, he's a little fast, but I know I can get there throughout the season.
From race one, there has been like so many battles in the Polo Cup category, guys. You guys keep swapping places and end up in the finish line.
Yeah.
How did you enjoy those kind of battles? Does it make it more interesting, or you would like a plain Jane type of race?
Well, I've been used to close battles. Me, Ojas, and Aditya have been battling in our go-karts for a very long time now. So it is fun to battle alongside, and yeah, I think that's it.
Keep it going.
Thank you.
Thank you. Last time was second place. So in P3 we have Ojas Survey. You managed to be back on the podium. So what went wrong?
So I started third at the race start, got a good launch, but then the car didn't shift to second. And then by then, Avik had jump started and Romir, and it was quite a mess. And in that, I got completely squeezed off onto the grass by Romir. And then at turn one, of course, he went off, but completely got squeezed off. That's when Dhruv just, went. So couldn't really do anything there. But then after that, started catching slowly, started pushing. Started catching Dhruv again. I must shift and then drop back a little bit. I don't want to sound like a very down person, but I'm doing my best. I'm gonna keep doing my best, and these guys can see that I'm catching up. So I could see Dhruv making mistakes and getting a bit scared. I was like slowly closing, but it's definitely gonna be a very close season. So yeah.
That's the most exciting part about this category, especially, right? And you have one more race to go, the final race of the day.
Yes, we have one more race. It'll be the top 5 reversed in terms of the finishing order. So I believe I'll be starting third actually. Yeah, yeah. So let's hope I can get something done then.
All the best.
Thank you.
And the winner again in the MRF Saloons category, none other than Kesra Godige. How do you manage to do this?
Well, it's just pure pace, I guess, and all the support from everybody, especially Veena from Redline and my tuner, Roshitang Alutula, and Sri Lankan team also. They gave a massive help for me. And it's just driving and being consistent without making any big mistakes and just driving a clean race. That's it.
You seem to be in a perfect rhythm, especially in this category and over the weekend. So one more to go and it would be a clean sweep. I don't want to jinx it. But I mean, how do you look at that race, the final one?
Well, the next round, I think it's in August.
No, there's one more race.
This is the final one, so it's a 3 for 3.
Saloons, it's okay.
Yeah.
So it's a clean sweep for you.
It is.
Okay, so will you be coming back for the next round?
Yeah, I think so. And so I'm hoping to fight for the championship as well, because I think I'm up in points as well. So hopefully it goes well in the next round as well.
Good luck.
Thank you.
So at P2 we have Aniruddha Arvind. So you made, with this result, you've made the championship table as well very exciting and very tight.
Actually, it was I think it was close between me and Diana coming into this round. I had that one DNF and I lost a few points. And Kesara, I mean, he's come really well. He's driving extremely well. I think we were both keeping each other under some good pressure. It was, I mean, more fun than, pressurizing. I have to really give it to him. And now it's become a three-way championship battle. I have to watch out for him now. I mean, he's a really good driver and I'm just happy with the result. I mean, could have been better, but it's okay. Thanks.
The weekend didn't start off well, but it has ended pretty nice.
Yeah, it had a bad start, but I guess all's well that ends well.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.